Hi friends, well, hope you're all okay. Well, it's weather isn't flyable at the moment, so my wife and I, we decided to jump in a camper van, and we're out here in the beautiful Cairngorm National Park up in Scotland, up near the Highlands. So, resetting out here in the forest. The good thing about retiring early, that I can just pack up the camper van and we can all bugger off into the where people are not for a while, and we can all decompress. So it's been a godsend having a camper van. Retiring early is also, it's one of the big things as well. It's allowed me to pretty much paramotor whenever I want. I'm only a year into the sport, and at the moment I'd be limited to just weekends because of the weather. Basically around 4 o'clock this time of year in Scotland it gets pretty dark, so if I was working I wouldn't be paramotoring. So, and this is one of the things you can do. Good thing about retiring is I can now paramotor whenever I want, weather dependent. Hold on, you got to look at this. Welcome to Scotland. Another strange thing about paramotoring is, and this is probably normal, I always end up going away, like we are today, and looking around for potential LZs. Isn't that strange? Is that normal? Probably is. And I'm obsessed now. Whenever I drive past what I think is a field that I could use, I'm like, oh, I could launch a paramotor from there. Now, I've only been in the sport a year, so I've never been confident to take off from anywhere other than a couple of places that we have as LZs at the moment. So now I'm finding that when I'm out, I'm always looking for potential. So in the future, we'll be doing some of these videos with paramotor in my camper van, and probably flying from all over Scotland. My wife and I would like to do this from abroad as well when she retires, which is sooner rather than later. So, how did we get to this stage? I'm retired, my wife's on the verge of retiring, and I'm only 52. So we decided we're going to get out of the rat race, and we made many sacrifices. Now, when I say the word sacrifice, they're mostly Western problems, you know. So we gave up on having expensive loans. We got rid of all finance, such as car loans, credit cards, and then we put away money like a bastard. Look at this video that I made a while ago. I've got a formula in there, which I'll probably bring up. And we scrimped and saved. We got rid of our loans. We got rid of our mortgage. We eventually paid that off. We stopped eating out anywhere near as much as we used to. And, you know, I've got a second-hand iPhone 12, I think it is. Still acceptable, you know. I don't have a new iPhone every year at £50 a month, you know, and things like that. So we made these little sacrifices, and before we knew it, we were able to save. I'm lucky. I know I'm ex-Navy, so I've retired with a pension. But you know, it's you can do the same in your workforce by paying into your company pension more than you are at the moment, because your employer will match it. So you can do it, you know. So we then got to the stage where we had no car loans, no nothing, and then it came a time when we both needed new cars, you know, because ours had worn out. And so what did we do? No, we didn't just go, right, let's nip into the garage and with no down payment or anything, let's pay £500 a month and get a car loan. Absolutely not. We're at the stage now where we'd rather die than do that. So we did this silly thing that people don't seem to do anymore, called saving. I know, it's crazy. People don't want to wait anymore. You have to have the new car. I used to look at the car parks where I worked. My wife does as well. And there's people on not brilliant wages, who are maybe just starting out in the workforce, who have Mercedes, you know, who have an Audi, who have a BMW. Pretty expensive cars, you know. And we all know that they're on finance. Gone are the days where you look at someone and go, oh my God, he's rich and successful. No, absolutely not. So we saved, and we bought average cars, really average. And we didn't just look at how much they cost, we looked at the running costs. How much does it cost to tax it every year, you know? My car costs £30 a year to tax. My wife's car is free because of the emissions it kicks out. At one point when I was at work, when I was working, you'd look at the car park and it was Audi, BMW, Merc, then my Ford EcoSport 1.5 diesel, And people used to go, oh, when are you getting rid of that piece of shit? And I'm going, never. No loan, I own it, thank you very much. We're now debt free, we have paid our mortgage off, and that's allowed us to do this, because I've retired. So here we are, in the middle of nowhere, there are no people around, and we're camped out in our camper van. Outstanding. So there you go. Get your ass retired, people. I wasn't on outstanding wages and I managed to do it. So, you know, it's doable. People will look at this and go, oh, yeah, very good, but I've got a mortgage, I've got car finance, I've got this, I've got that. I'll never be able to retire. It's all right for you. You've got a Navy pension, etc. I hear it. However, I had all that and I managed to do it. You could get just as good a pension by paying more into your workplace pension, and your employer will match that, remember. So get cracking with that. So let's get into the air at some point and we'll continue this conversation. To make up for my last flight, which was on Remembrance Day, Veterans Day, thank you, I salute you. Thank you for your service, everyone. Where I was going to fly around some war memorials and pay our respects. Sadly, it was so turbulent I had to abort said mission, but we got some film footage. So maybe the next flight I'll get round some war memorials and make up for that. So, see you soon.